Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we are going to look at my Atari. Our Atari?
It's like yours.
It's mostly mine. My Atari 5200 collection. I got my first Atari 5200 like right after we started this channel.
Yeah, it was like our third video.
It was like right after PRGE.
Yep.
I was looking for it at PRGE. It came up on Craigslist just a few weeks later, and we made a video about it. And that was six and a half years ago now. And since that time, I've been collecting, and the collection's grown, so I thought we'd take a look at it again.
Yeah.
Plus, I recently got, from a company in California, I recently got some replacement parts for the Atari 5200 controller. And this controller is notoriously bad.
It sucks.
In addition to the non-centering thing, which people seem to hate, there's actually the film inside, the buttons, they stop working. Even brand new stuff will just stop working. When I first got this, I cleaned them, it worked for a while, and then they just stopped working. And I haven't been able to get them working since. And so I finally bought some replacement parts, and that has reinvigorated my interest in this system. The replacement parts work great. And I've had this thing out for like the last month.
Yeah, you have.
And really been enjoying playing the 5200 games.
Now let me ask you, how many games were you able to finally test when you fixed this controller?
You know, I think I only had... Now that's a good question. I mean, some of them might have only been tested as you plug them in and if it comes up, then that's it. I couldn't play them at all. So I don't know how many. It's got to be. I started slowing down collecting because I couldn't play.
You couldn't play. So you're like, why should I even bother?
But now that I can play them again, yeah, we'll see. There's no,
Now there just needs to be conventions.
Yeah, there just needs to be a convention.
You can, find some of that.
So I have the controllers. I bought two sets of replacement parts. So I have two working controllers. So those work great now. I wanted to show a couple other things. These actually came in the bundle I bought. Apparently these are highly sought after. These are the Wico Command Control. And you might be asking yourself, well, why aren't you using these? Well, it's because the very difficult to find and absolutely necessary Y adapter or keyboard controller, I don't have either one. I can't use these at all. They've never been tested. I hear now that there's a homemade, homebrew adapter that I could get. I might look into that to see. These seem like they're fantastic joysticks, and they're kind of sought after. If I could test them, I might just sell them. Don't break that. They have those are what you're playing with, are the switches that make it auto centering or not auto centering.
Okay.
Yeah, you did do it. Yeah, so that one you can see. Did you put it back?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's the Wico Command Control. Can't use those. And then, in addition, apparently a very nice item to have, the trackball controller.
Woo!
I cleaned this thing off. It used to be whiter. It just keeps getting yellower and yellower. Fantastic for playing games like Missile Command and Centipede. And the buttons work
Centipede
nicely.
in the arcade.
Yeah. With the roller, with the trackball, right?
Yep.
So yeah, this is a really nice thing to have for those games. This came with the original bundle. Here's the 5200 itself. I have the 2-port version, which...
Let me lift it up.
No, don't lift it. It's too heavy.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a 2-port version, has a better power supply, better connector. The 4-port version had this weird combo thing, which is a little bit strange. But one of the other benefits of the 2-port controller version is that it is compatible with this thing. This is the VCS cartridge adapter. This is something I bought later, knowing that I would be able to use it with this. This is basically an Atari 2600. You have your own joystick difficulty, select and start. All it does is supply power and video out through the... I'm pretty sure this is pretty much an Atari 2600.
In a little box.
In a little box. And it's just, it's crazy. It's just... I mean, you think the 32X is an eyesore. You haven't seen this yet. So, that's pretty much it for the hardware.
Oh.
But the games.
Oh my goodness.
There's some really good games, so let's take a look at those. Let's move this stuff out of here.
Alright, I'll take this stuff off.
You can leave that. You can leave that stuff.
Okay, I'll leave that.
All right. So
they can continue to look at the beast.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
I got them all in this box.
now.
Yeah, because I tend to, you know, stick them in a closet because I haven't been playing them. I'm very tempted to. Can I move this by you? I'm very tempted to do universal game cases.
Ooh.
And build, because you'll see Atari 5200 games do not have top labels.
No, they don't.
I think I've got
What
this
is
backwards.
this?
Let me turn this around. Let's do it this way. So I'm going to put it in front of you.
Okay.
Why don't you pull them out?
Okay.
And we'll talk about each one. So start here.
All right.
We're just going to go through these alphabetical and we'll try to go fast, right?
Is this the way?
No.
I was gonna say that's not right.
That doesn't sound right.
Why is that there?
Oh, no, that's right. I'll start up here. Sorry, okay.
Here.
Cut for edit? Yeah, we'll see.
We'll take that out.
Okay,
All right,
alphabetical.
Berserk.
Berserk. 5200 version of the 2600 game.
Let me show it again.
No,
Did I put it
I'll
way
put
too
the
fast?
picture up.
Okay.
Shooting robots. Pretty good. This one has voice. It has the voice samples. Pretty good for a system from 1982 or 3. All right.
Oh, here, look at what we got here. Centipede. There you go. Trackball.
Trackball.
Centipede.
Yeah.
Hours of fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good version.
Yeah.
A lot better than the 2600.
Countermeasure.
This, I don't either. This is one of those 5200 games I see everywhere, and so I just bought it.
Got a good
It's one
table.
of, yeah, it's just one of those ones that seems to be everywhere. I don't play that one very much.
Okay. Defender.
Another one, very nice, close to the
And you
arcade.
got the
Keypad overlays.
Yes,
Yeah.
overlays.
Very nice version
Very
of Defender.
nice.
So these are all, I mean, you're going to hear me just say over and over again.
Yeah.
These are all just really much better than the 2600 versions.
Dig Dug.
Yeah. That might have been, this might have been the first 5200 game I got. I found it at a Goodwill, and I'm like, I have to buy this just because I've never seen one before in real life.
Alright. Galaxian.
Precursor to Galaga.
And overlays.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Nice shooter, like Space Invaders, a little fancier.
Joust.
I got this for like $1 at some PRG. The label's all dinged up.
It is.
Not a huge fan of this game, but I can see why it appeals to some people.
Ooh, Kangaroo.
Another game of the era that I bought because it was a 5200 game.
Oh, here you go.
Here we go.
This is a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Did you see
For
that?
the Atari, yeah.
Mario Brothers. Mario Bros. I should
Mario
say.
Bros.
Mario Bros.
Also, pretty good.
Okay. Moon Patrol. Here's it going. Missile Command.
Now I'm loving this.
Yes, you are.
I have been loving this game. This was so Missile Command for the 2600 is the first game I ever bought with my own money. I was in 2nd grade and I saved up and I bought Missile Command and I loved it. And this game is better in like every way. You can use the trackball. It's got the missiles that fan out. The analog controller, the regular controller plays really well. Love it. Really one of my favorites.
Nice copy too.
Yeah, and it's a good copy.
All right.
Okay, here we were. Okay.
There we go. This is what I was wondering. Ms. Pac-Man.
Yeah, good version. Much better than 2600 again. Nice version, not arcade perfect.
All right.
And
then
then
we've got Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Ladies first.
Really quite an upgrade from the 2600. Well, ladies first and alphabetical. Really quite an upgrade from the 2600 version. I mean, the maze is, I don't know if it's more arcade-like. It's blue.
Yeah, yeah.
The ghosts are colored. So...
Pengo.
Pengo. Kicking, it's a box pushing, it's like a, what do they call it? Like a box pushing game? You just shove ice around. I think it's from Sega, but
So,
I don't know. I don't play Pengo very much.
Pole Position.
Pole Position.
This
Good
is
version.
the game I remember we would go to a laundromat and there'd be the arcade version
Yeah,
of this.
yeah.
And it would all, you'd hear it in the background.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
It worked?
But like I never played it for real. I would pretend all the time.
Yeah, oh yeah, I used to do that too. Kicks. I was introduced to this game on the Macintosh. We used to play this, but this version for the 5200 is not bad. Interesting game. I enjoy it.
we have Real Sports
Okay.
Baseball.
Real Sports Baseball, I have no idea.
Ball. Ball. 2. Foul ball. You're out.
And Real Sports Football.
Football.
And just regular old soccer.
I think there's a Real Sports variant. I've been looking, trying to keep an eye out for that.
Real Sports Tennis.
Tennis. All right, that's it. I don't know if there's any other sports. There might be basketball, and there might be variants. Not sure.
Robotron 2084.
This is cool. Okay, so I want to mention this one. This is fantastic, and it will use both controllers. It actually, I think the game came with a jig that you could put both controllers in, and then you could use one to steer and one to shoot. I just kind of set them on my lap and used my thumbs to try to do it. It seems like it could be really cool. I'm hoping I can find that controller, jig that'll put connect them together. Yeah.
Make it stable. Space Dungeon.
And I think this is another game that uses that jig. It supports two. Hold on. It supports two controllers. This is the last game I got, and I hadn't tested it. I think I'd had it for over a year. I think I got this from our friend Chris Roberts.
Oh, really?
And it's the most recent game I have. It's whatever it is. It's one of those Atari 5200 games that's complicated, but because it has to be so simplistic, or because it's so rudimentary, it's like without the manual or without some, I don't know. I have no idea how to play. I have no interest, but I grabbed it because I'd seen it around and it's got a cool label. And Chris Roberts sent it to me.
Cool.
I don't remember the circumstances though.
Cool. All right, Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. I actually spent one of the PRGEs. I spent the last 20 minutes of some PRGE looking for that game.
For this game.
Because I was like
somewhere, or you were just looking for it in general.
I think I had seen it. I was looking for it because I couldn't believe I didn't have it.
Yeah. And
so at the end of PRGE, when everything's getting really tired, and you're like, I said I'm gonna go look for Space Invaders and see if anybody's got it. And I did find one in box with the manual. It's a pretty good version.
Okay.
But the 2600 version will always hold a special place, yeah.
All right, Star Raiders.
Here's another one. Probably a sophisticated game. I have no idea how to play it.
Look, it's got the overlays are super fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have Star Raiders for the Atari 2600 too.
Have you
and it had a keyboard
controller.
controller.
Have you looked for the manuals online and stuff? There's gotta be stuff.
I have the manuals for most of these. You'll see in the pictures if I have the manuals.
Yeah, Super
Super
Breakout.
Breakout. Okay, I loved Super Breakout on the
Yeah.
2600 with the paddle. This one with the analog stick, it's not quite as good.
You can't use the rollerball?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't tried. I probably should try that. But this is the one that came with the 2600. I think that was the pack-in game.
I remember playing it at my cousin's house.
All right. And this is the last Atari game.
Vanguard.
Vanguard. Some kind of shooter. Also on the 2600.
Okay.
All right, so then we're moving into third party. Okay, so do this one.
You want to do this one?
This is a Sega game.
Ooh, Congo Bongo.
Congo Bongo.
Now this, look at how the label is.
Upside down.
Yeah, upside down.
And this one has an end label, so you can see what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird when you put it in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't play that one very much.
Yeah. Okay.
And here's one I don't play at all.
Star Trek.
I don't know. Somebody going to be offended?
For the
I don't know how to play that.
Yeah. Strategic Operations Simulator.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, so now Activision.
Here we go.
My favorites, some of my favorites. Kaboom. Actually quite good with the analog controller. I don't know if you can use a trackball, but the joystick, the analog joystick, it puts the paddles exactly where
That's
you...
where you want it.
It's pretty good. I was playing this one. I enjoyed it.
Oh, Keystone Capers.
Here's another one I was really enjoying.
Yeah.
Quite an upgrade. It has a little music in the background. You can select which level you want, which is nice because the beginning levels of Keystone Capers can be pretty boring. This was a game I loved on the 2600, and I enjoy it on the 5200. I don't know if I love the game anymore, but...
This one.
Pitfall 2.
Pitfall 2.
Now I grabbed this because we had a heck of a time finding Pitfall 2 for the 2600.
Yeah, we did.
After we got that, I saw this somewhere and I'm like, I should just grab this because I like to have the different versions. It was cheap.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sought after game, but it was kind of cheap.
Oh, here we go. River Raid.
I don't have this for the 2600. I find that hard to believe. This is the only way I have to play this. I think I might have it for ColecoVision.
Okay, and here is...
Oh, no, this is the most recent game I got.
Oh, boy.
I bought this at last PRGE.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's either this one or Space Dungeon. One of them.
All right.
I'll put the dates up.
This is Space Shuttle.
Space Shuttle.
Yeah, it's because you can look in your little spreadsheet
Yeah.
to find out, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I have this for the 2600 also.
Yeah? Cool.
It seems cool. All right, and then we've got this last group are the
Oh,
Parker
my
Brothers
goodness.
games.
These
This
are
is one
fancy.
where I'm really spending a lot of time. One of my personal favorites, Frogger. Loved this on the 2600. It's really good on the 5200. I've been playing this. I've actually been playing this a bit.
Yeah.
Since the 5200 has been out. This is a good one. Really like that one. The only issue with this one is that because it's analog control, you have to hit the button to jump. You don't just move the joystick in the direction. You have to. The joystick tells you what direction you're going to jump, and you actually have to hit the button to do the jump. Or you could play with the keypad and then you jump when you hit that direction. It's a little harder. It's harder for me to move my thumb around fast enough. But still, really, they did a good job with this one. And then the other one, the sequel, is Frogger 2 3 Deep. I think I got this for a pretty good price. This is a little bit of a pricey game. Not a lot, but for a 5200 game. And I think the guy gave me a really good deal.
Cool.
Alright, so those are good. Gyrus. I don't really play this. It's a shooter. You're like looking down a tunnel or something and you can circle around and shoot. Popeye. People love this game. It's okay.
It's not for you.
It's not for me. This game is on tons of different systems. I have several versions. I don't really play it that much. Q*bert.
Q*bert.
This is one I enjoy.
Yeah.
I have the ColecoVision version, but this one is giving it a run for its money. I never thought that would be true, but this is actually a pretty good version. Okay, this is for our friend Duke. Star Wars, the arcade game. He's been playing the arcade version of the arcade game. This is nowhere near as good as that, but it is quite a competent port, given that it was for the 5200. Quite enjoy having that one in the collection. And finally, Super Cobra, which I think is some kind of helicopter game, not one that I play very often. But still glad to have some of these Parker Brothers variants or Parker Brothers games in the collection. So, that's it. The bulk of the collection came from the original purchase back in October of 2013, but I've collected a number of games since then, some very good ones, and I've really been enjoying playing the 5200. You have not enjoyed it because it is a gigantic beast, and it is sitting out in the family room, but
It's just kind of
what can
out
you do?
on a table.
And because it's RF only, I've been messing with the TV in the
Yeah,
back.
so like
And
when you
can't
play
watch
it, you have to, then you disconnect,
the
you
antenna.
unconnect the antenna,
Yeah.
deconnect whatever, the antenna.
Disconnect.
There it is. You disconnect the antenna from the TV, and then the kids
can't watch
Yeah.
Magic Masked Singer.
Masked Singer.
I don't know why I call it Magic all the time. Masked Singer.
Yeah,
Bummer.
yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's the 5200 collection as of May 2020.
How big is the collection total?
The
in
total
and of
library?
itself? The
I think
total
it-
library.
I think it's like 60 or 70 games. It's reasonable, I guess, to go after a complete collection. I don't know how many I've got here, maybe 30 or 40. I might be halfway there, but there's always, the 2 or 3 games that are like hundreds of dollars.
That's not worth it.
That's not for me.
Okay.
But now that the controllers work again, I probably will.
Maybe look for a couple you don't have.
Out here,
Couple, 2,
we
3.
go to the expos. Everybody has the same stock.
Yeah.
I've pretty much not seen. I bought Space Shuttle because that was the first time I'd seen a new 5200 game in
Okay.
a while.
Yeah.
But I just don't see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely having a lot of fun with the system lately, especially now that the controllers work.
Yep.
And I'll reiterate what I said back then. I'll reiterate it again now. Of this generation of the old early 80s, pre-NES systems, I can't really say that the 5200 is the first one you should get. Mm-hmm. I would say you need the 2600, and I would say ColecoVision. And then in television, 5200, and television is going to have a lot different library. 5200 is a lot like the 2600 with a lot of upgraded graphics. So, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. So, and if you can get a version, I would recommend the 2-port version. Seems to be a little bit more, it has a little bit more features, and the power supply is a little bit better. Okay?
Okay.
I think that should do it.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.